Alright, ladies and gents, let us see if Wolverine has what it takes to kill a god. Running stage 20 here, might be out of his range. Just because his skills get cancelled quite easily from Null knocking him back. And then also, that fire from his fourth skill is gonna be the death of him, bro. Like, it triggers your proc so easily. So if you're using a regular damage proc, it's terrible. It's actually terrible. Like, the residual damage from the fire is just actually terrible. It would be great if you're using like a rage or something. But okay, getting knocked back. My proc activated early there. Love to see that. Okay, will it activate early this time? Yep. Okay, at least this time it's favorable, but like, at least when the tentacles hit us, we don't get guard broken. So that's good. Okay, we ducked the cage, so that's good. I'm gonna go right into the 6 here. Okay, decent damage, decent damage. Okay, we got knocked right into the time freeze. That's not good. Okay, proc was late. Yeah, this is not the greatest run. Alright, so kind of slow, not looking too hot. No pun intended. But keep in mind that he doesn't really have a support system available to him. Okay, let's go 4, 5, 6. And wow, do you guys see that? No just literally walked out of the range of his 6 skill and completely interrupted it. So he got no damage off his tier 3 there. That is sad. And with that, we probably lost the run. That's just kind of baloney, man. That's so bad. Like, how should that shouldn't even be possible, bro. The man literally just walked out of the radius of the man's tier 3. That's why I never like to use old cap, because stuff like that would happen often to him. So seeing that happen to Wolverine right there, just like, it just turns me off. Because you spend so much time building up his tier 3, because his tier 3 has his damage accumulation. It's a big part of the character's kit. It's like, okay, it's honestly, without it, he's not doing too much damage. Like, you'll notice with the tier 3, he does decent on the proc, but then the next rotation following that one, he does better, even better damage, right? So like, when things like that happen, bro, it's kind of shitty, you know? It's not cool, bro. It's not hot either. It's just lame. Okay, he's probably gonna jump, so I'm just gonna wait, because jumping is just gonna mess things up. By the way, if he jumps, that can... Okay, for a second, I thought that completely canceled out his tier 3. I was gonna be livid. Okay, let me kill the thing. Bro, the thing is actually a god. He legitimately... What? He just walked through that. The thing's a god, bro. Okay. I'm just gonna try and get some damage. Wow, look at that. Wow. Honestly, man, Wolverine, I'm kind of disappointed, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. Like, the fact that this man's tier 3, it's just so easy for you to cancel it. Either, like, it's just so easy, man. Like, why? So bad. Okay, come up here, man. Let me just pop the tier 3. Wow. The freaking fire. Wow. Fire from the fort literally just canceled out my proc. Yeah, there's too many things that are just not working for him. Like the forward skill triggering the proc early, the boss being able to just walk a couple feet out of his radius and completely canceling his skills, it's just not cool. Wow. Okay. All right. So 7 bars left at stage 20. That's kind of disappointing. I'm not even gonna lie, but do keep in mind that being a mutant, Wolverine does suffer because the restrictions just really limit the amount of support that you can really give him. Like all we have here available to him is Hyperion's lead and the Thing, because the Thing has an insight on him. That's literally it. Like we could use War Machine, but that's obviously less than Hyperion. So if he couldn't beat it with Hyperion, he would still be struggling with War Machine. So that's quite unfortunate. Now do keep in mind that, let me show you, Wolverine right now, he's rocking just a fire damage obelisk. His stats are capped off, right? For the most part, everything is capped off. So I kind of expected a little bit more, but maybe I'm reaching. Maybe with a CTP of energy, the chain hit damage, or frankly, seeing how the forward skill triggers his proc early, that fire, we might just have to go judgment with him. I think Captain America might actually do really well with the CTP of energy for even more chain hit, but this fire right here, this thing, this triggers your proc super early, right? So like when you go 3, 4, 5, like sometimes before you even get into the 5, the 4 is already taking the proc because that pool is just so big and it's doing so many hits, right? So that's kind of unfortunate. And the thing about Wolverine is you need to use the 4 at some point. You have to. You don't have a choice. So you can't really go 3, 5 and then like expect to build up your tier 3 really quickly. And frankly, you kind of want to use 4 before 5 just to ensure that your proc does activate on your 5, ideally for the full duration, right? But the part that really pisses me off about Wolverine right now is the fact that you can trigger your tier 3 and then the boss can literally just walk out of it, or your strikers can pop in and literally push the boss. Like, you know how I can push one of these minions like walking like this? Your strikers can come out and push the boss out of the radius of Wolverine's skill, and then he would literally just be standing there like a dummy like this, which is kind of lame. You would think he would start tracking the boss to wherever the boss moves, but that's just not what I found to be the case. So that kind of sucks. Anyways, let's check him out over here against, not Shadowland. Gotta finish Shadowland though. Let's check him out over here, stage 19 against Mephisto. We're gonna use Magneto's leadership with Taskmaster because that's the best we can give him right here. And let's see how it turns out. Just to be clear, I did test Wolverine on stage 15 against both Null and Mephisto, and he did well. He was able to clear both of these bosses with time to spare. However, I'm not really down to do 15 when I have 25% pierce. I want to see more than 15 out of my characters, right? I want to see like 20, 25, then you have my attention, right? You got time frozen there. That's nothing he can do about that. His character, the character's kit is just set up in a way where he's supposed to not be protected, but you kind of do want him to be protected at some points. Like, wow. Proc activated because of the residual damage from the force skill. Like, that's just something that's gonna constantly happen, and because of that, it's gonna constantly push Null into this phase as well. It's just really draining. So we need to play him with a judgment. That's the conclusion I have come to. Like, if you want the best PvE experience with Wolverine, frankly, I think he's just a PvP character. Like, well, a PvP character that can do some levels of PvE, right? Really? Yeah. Sometimes the third skill sticks. It's really infuriating sometimes. Okay, so that's kind of slow, but like, let's see if we can catch up. Go 2. You want to use 2 and then instantly cancel it, just because that gives you about 52% on the tier 3. And then the next rotation you go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then proc on 6. Hopefully Mephisto just keeps coming at me and not away from me. That's the cool thing about Mephisto. Even though Mephisto is really difficult and he can kill you if you have a character that doesn't die very easily, like Wolverine. Can I run through that? Yeah, cool. if he just keeps coming to Wolverine, then Wolverine's skills won't get cancelled. But Null is a little bit different, right? The two bosses are like polar opposites. But to be fair, Wolverine does have a disadvantage here, being a combat character, so you can't really like fault him too much if he doesn't do like the greatest, because this is type disadvantage after all. But after the showcase I did today with Captain America, man, where this man was just making Mephisto look like a speed type, the way how he was hitting, you kind of want Wolverine to be doing the same type of numbers or better, right? Adamantium beats Vibranium every single time. I'm sorry, T'Challa. I'm sorry, Captain America. Okay. Ah, so close. So close. Okay. It's been a while since I've used Magneto, like, as a leader. Well, we don't really use Magneto for much else. I'm gonna use the tier 3 just because, well, actually, it's fine. What? Come on. There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna use 4 and then pop tier 3. Okay, Wolverine, please do not die. I'm gonna waste a bunch of time dodging this thing. That sucks. I think they needed to give him a stronger tier 3. Maybe I'm bugging. Not like the game is bugging, but maybe like I'm like asking for too much. I don't know. Okay, he's pretty fast, so we don't have to worry about that. But I don't think he's gonna be able to do this either. Maybe we need a CTP. Any CTP. On the plus side, we didn't get our skills cancelled at all, and the fire reignited the proc there. The third skill not going off. You see that the third skill sticks because you need to be within a certain radius. You can see like when you press something and it doesn't go off because you're not in range, it has that little circle around it, so that kind of messed us up. Yikes, bro. Proc better activate. Okay. Yikes. Yikes. If you guys want to see a showcase with him with any CTP, let me know, because like I know this is not gonna look like great to anybody seeing him fail at around the same points too, like, you know what I'm saying, like 3 bars left against Mephisto and then like 7 bars left against Null. Stage 19, stage 20. The only reason we're not doing stage 20 here is, I'll show you, is it requires humans. You can see right here, so he doesn't qualify for that. But I did test him extensively on like 15 against both of these bosses, and he did perfectly fine. I used him at 14 here and 15 there because like can't use him here. Like I said, the restrictions just do not favor mutants. It's heavy on humans, so your primary focus should be on human characters if you're trying to push the first 24 stages. Okay, Wolverine, I feel as though they designed him to be good, in quotes, good for PvE content, but great for PvP. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the artifact. And I feel as though this artifact was initially supposed to be a part of the character, and they just took it off of him and then made it an artifact. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, like if you go over here to the artifacts, where are they? They're in the dimension chest thing, and then you go artifact, right? If you look at Wolverine's artifact, it seems like something he always should have had, right? So you just click on Wolverine and then look at this, read what this thing says, right? HP, right? When HP drops below 5%, applies to self. HP does not drop to below 1, recovers 50% of max HP when the buff ends, and then he recovers an additional 5% of total instincts up to 100% of recovery. This is crazy. This applies every 3 minutes, right? This basically makes him immortal. It's the thing that makes null. In case you guys don't know, it's this thing right here. Where is it? It's his this passive, right? Where he gets it for 6 seconds. His applies every 2 minutes. For Wolverine, it's every 3 minutes. But you look at that, and then you look at Wolverine, and you think to yourself, like, comic Wolverine is literally the immortal warrior. He doesn't die, bro. Like, you can melt this man down to like pretty much nothing, and he will recover. Give him enough time, right? So I feel as though that thing was supposed to be up, because if you look at everybody else's artifact, right? If you look at everybody else's artifact, it's something like plain Jane. Let's go artifact. We'll do a video on artifacts soon, but like if you look at, like, for example, Shang-Chi, right? You look at this, it's just ignore dodge, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at Wolverine, you look, okay, another one, like look at Captain America, extra damage to super villain. It's not super specific. Look at Sharon Rogers, right? Crit rate, it's not super specific. So it just tells me that they designed that and they're like, yo, let's put that in his artifact, so that way we can monetize him even further. And listen, Wolverine with that artifact at 6 stars, he's a problem. He's definitely a problem, because you can't kill him for like 6 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever. He's gonna be ripping through your face and you're gonna be struggling to stay alive, right? Because he's strong. The thing is, he just doesn't have the right support systems. Like, for example, Captain America, right? I'm still leveling up this uniform, but Captain America has leadership, which means, let me show you guys, which means you can use him with White Fox. Captain America is a human, which means a lot of those stages are open to him. The only ones that are not open to him are the ones that restrict combat characters or restrict male characters, right? So Captain America gets free reign and you can use him on any stage. So the thing is, some of the stages that Logan could possibly be great on, he's just not able to participate there because he's not a human, and that's not his fault, right? But they should have taken that into consideration when they were designing him, looking at the stages that he can participate in and then designing him strong enough so he can compete there. That's just my opinion. If you want Logan and you're gonna buy this uniform, just know you're investing in a character that will be, in my opinion, top tier, because I consider Null to be a top tier PvP character, right? You might not see him a lot in timeline, but in AC he's very, very vicious, and I feel like Wolverine is gonna join him there. In any future PvP content that we get, Wolverine is definitely gonna be there with that artifact, no doubt. So my opinion, he's gonna be top tier for PvP, no doubt, once you get that artifact. But for now, he's kind of mid, definitely significantly better than he ever was. And all of that was with just the fire damage, 200% proc with stun immunity. Could I have played him a little bit better today? Absolutely. But Wolverine overall, with a damage proc, is just not an easy character to play. And once you pick this up, the uniform that is, and play him for yourself, you will realize that. Because of the fact that that forward skill, applying all that fire on the ground, it just makes it so that your proc triggers very, very early. And like I said, his tier 3 skill is just, I'm gonna put up some footage here where you can literally see the strikers push Null out of the ranges of his skill, and then he just gets completely cancelled. It's annoying. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Be safe. Peace out.